So today I want to talk a little bit about choices. I think it's going to be a two-part series. It's going to be beginning, we're going to talk about from point A to point B, right? And then I'm going to go from point B to point C on the next part, kind of. So for me, I want to talk about this because it's something I'm struggling with in my life right now. I have made choices that have gotten me to a point, right? And I'm at this point. If you're on the outside looking in, you would think that she has an awesome marriage. She has a little rugrat that may seem the best thingy in the world, best little chipmunk in the world. But at the same time, there's still a internal battle that I'm struggling with what's my next steps gonna be. And I think that a lot of us have made decisions that have gotten us to a point where we are, and now we have choices that we need to make. And it's interesting how a lot of us don't see that our past has now affected our future and what our future is going to look like and the decisions we're going to have to make moving forward. If you think about me, I followed the path that was laid out for me. I went to college. I got a good job as soon as I graduated. I'm still in good jobs, and I am very grateful for all the blessings that God has given me. But at the same time, I did not follow the path that I truly wanted because I made the choice to give up on one of my goals that I had growing up. And I don't know how many of us are like that, who gave up on one of our goals. And that's partly why I have started this blog, Tenacious Tuesdays, all of this stuff was because I don't want people to make the same mistakes that I made that got me to this point that I am at now. Following other people's expectations and not realizing that at the end of the day, you are the only one that can be the hero or heroine of your own life. Nobody is going to be that hero for you. You have to make your decision. You have to choose. You have to say, hey, I'm going to make this choice to push and to follow my dreams and to work at it. And if I could go back, I'd literally watch a little series today or a video or a vlog by somebody else where she literally said she quit her job and she went back to live with her mom because when she wrote a list of the risks that she had, and one of them was being able to pay her rent, and she said, how can I deal with that? She said, I can move back in with my mom and she didn't have to pay rent, so that solved that problem. So I just want a two-part series. So again, today I have to rewind because I kind of went on a rant, but down a rabbit hole. But really what I want to say is our choices that we make right now will impact our future. Our choices that we made in the past is impacting us now. So you cannot play the victim. You cannot say that, oh, it's so-and-so's fault while I'm here. That's cool. That's fine. So if you think that, what are you going to do about it? And even then, if you were 18 and you made a choice to do something, you made that choice. My husband and I were coaching volleyball. We literally were teaching the girls about emotional intelligence at the age of 13. Because that stuff, that impacts you the rest of your life. The way you act when you're being emotional and when you're not using your logic, you make a choice that you can regret. And I want people to understand that you cannot keep playing the blame game. You need to own up to the choices that you've made. And from here on out, you need to change those choices. But you need to say, look, be retrospective and say, I have made these choices. Write down all the choices you made, right? And then figure out why did you make that choice? Why did you make that choice? I decided not to go to med school. I made that choice because I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think me, Andrea, not my husband, not my parents, not my mom, none of them. I didn't think I could do it, right? I made that choice. That's why I am here now, okay? When I graduated from school, I was dating a long distance relationship with my now husband. I was dating, but I had the opportunity to go back to school. I bought the books. I paid for it, went on Amazon, bought the books, got the material, and a year later, that stuff was still sitting there. I made that choice. So what choices have you made that have gotten you to the point you're in now? And I love my husband. Here's another one, a hard one. But I'm going to be upfront and honest. I got married, right? I got married. And we've talked about it now. And if I could go back, I still want to be with him. I would not change the fact that I'm with him. But I got married too soon. But I made that choice. I wanted to push for us to live together after we got married. Because that's what I thought other people would expect of us. I made that choice. He was fine doing a long distance relationship. He was fine with me going back to school. But I made the choice to move to where we are now. To push him to move to where we are now. I pushed him to give up his business. And we've talked about that too. He made that choice. And I also made a choice that we need to be together. I made choices. And I will own up to the choices that have gotten me here. And that's cool. Am I upset about it? I was. But I can't change the past. But I can change my future. And tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, because that's a fib. Next week, we'll talk about changing your future and what you can do about it. But right now, if you're here now and you haven't owned up to the choices you made, think about where you are now and figure out what were those turning points that got you here. What were those things? Actually, put it in the comments below. I haven't told people to put comments because honestly, I don't know how many people will watch these videos. But in the comments below, put what choices have gotten you to where you are now. And then I want you to ask yourself, why did I make that choice? Was it because you didn't think you were good enough? Was it because you did what other people expected of you? Why did you make that choice? So you can learn and grow and do something different next time. And next week, we'll talk about where do we go from there. And if you were still young and you just happened to come across this video and you were being nosy and said, oh, let me click on it and see what it is. I appreciate you being here. But think about it now. The choices that you're making now will impact you 10 years down the road. It will impact you 20 years down the road. So I want you to think about every single choice that you're making. Because it will change your life. For better or for worse. Or for net neutral. Hopefully, every choice you make is for better. And next week, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about you've gotten to this point. You've made your choices in these key milestones in your life. So what do we do next? For me, that's the step I'm at now. I have 2 options that I feel that I can go to, that I can take. And this is the conversation my husband and I have been talking about a lot. And we're going to talk about where do you go next. You have choices that you have to make. And that's where your goals come in. So we're going to talk about that next week. But it's Tuesday. We have kind of trying to figure out, talking to my husband, he said he recorded this stuff on Monday so it can post Tuesday morning. He's probably right. So that's something else we'll be working on. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me for our Tenacious Tuesdays. We will reconvene next week and you have the rest of the week to be great. So hey guys, let's go and make that happen. Thanks for being here. Bye.